Hey everyone, welcome back to another Black Ops 4 video. I hope you guys are enjoying the new content in the game. Today we're looking at how to counter the specialist known as Zero in Black Ops 4. Now this specialist came out yesterday in the Absolute Zero update, and you get her by unlocking tier 1 of the contraband system. And she has two abilities. The first is her actual piece of equipment, and this is the Emp Disruptor, and what this does is it destroys enemy equipment and like ground based score streaks. And this is really good for if someone's left a trap or someone's camping with a bunch of equipment and stuff. It'd be really annoying. If you chuck this in there, it's going to resolve that. The other thing she has is the Icepick hack. So this is her main weapon, and what she can do is literally hack people's equipment and score streaks, or at least the electronic ones, so that they then become hers so she can use them. So for example, if someone's called in an attack chopper and she hacks it, it then becomes hers, and so it then becomes an enemy to the person that originally called it in. And obviously that can become very annoying if you just called in a streak, so we're going to talk about how to counter both of those things today. So first up, let's look at the Emp Disruptor. Like we said, this has two main effects. First of all, it affects like equipment, both electronic and non-electronic. Now the other thing that happens when you throw an Emp Disruptor is if it's in the vicinity of an enemy, it will like shock them and their HUD stops functioning for about 5 to 6 seconds. Obviously this can become very annoying when you're playing and you don't want that to happen to you. So here's what you can do to counter that. So first of all, I tested the Emp Grenade on someone that didn't have any perks on, and when you throw it at them, like I said, their HUD will go fuzzy for about 5 to 6 seconds. Then I tried it with Cold-Blooded and that didn't work either, but that's not really surprising because Cold-Blooded is for streaks. But then when I tried it with Tac Mask, I found that you had no effect from the EMP. So if you don't want to have that annoying effect from Zero throwing a EMP grenade at you, then just put on Tac Mask and you're going to stop yourself from getting that. In terms of equipment, there is a way to stop the EMP from destroying stuff, and that is by putting a trophy system down. So as you can see, when I had the trophy system, it instantly destroyed the EMP grenade that was incoming, and so your stuff stays. At the same time, using that trophy system, if you're standing by it, you won't get any effects of that either. So that's the equipment. What about the actual main specialist weapon for Zero, the Icepick hack? So this can hack equipment and score streaks, like we said, but at the same time, it can also hack a person's HUD so that everything starts to malfunction more than just the EMP grenade, to the point where everything isn't correct. So, you know, your health will start playing up so you can't tell how much health you've got, the ammo count is incorrect, your minimap bugs out so that there's red dots all over the place so you can't actually tell where the enemies are, and yeah, it's just a mess. So all the numbers on there are not correct and everything just goes wrong, and there's a bar in the middle of the screen as well, so it's all to distract you and it doesn't help when you're playing. Right, so in terms of the equipment and score streaks, what can you do? There isn't really anything you can do, because if you've got a score streak, they're just going to hack it. Having said that, once they have hacked it, there are a couple things you can do. So first of all, if you are Zero yourself and you've got your Icepick hack available, if you've saved it up or something, as long as they haven't hacked your screen, or once they have, the effects have gone away, you can then counter hack so that you can pull up your hacking device and just hack back what they hacked so that you get your original score streak back, or someone else's back for the same team. So if they've hacked something, you can counter hack, which is a good strategy. Or if you're not Zero, or it's not possible to do that, you need to just destroy the streak so that it doesn't affect your team. So, you know, there can be things like grenades or a rocket launcher or something like that just to destroy streaks. So like UAVs and attack choppers, you can just pull out your grenade launcher and destroy it so that it doesn't hurt you. And that goes for other things as well, like the torque, razor wire and the electric shield, that kind of thing. And this is why it's good to have engineer, just so that if an enemy does call in a streak, or if Zero hacks any of your teammates' streaks, then you can see it's gone enemy all of a sudden, because it will change from blue to red, and you can just either counter hack it or destroy it. So that's really all you can do for the hacking of equipment and score streaks. As for people, however, she can also hack your teammates as well. Now, when I did some more testing in private match, I found that without any perks on, the proper hacking of your screen, it's annoying because the HUD is affected for about 30 seconds. So it's really quite slow and annoying, and I definitely can't put up that. It's nowhere near as bad as the Advanced Warfare one, where that big X came up in the middle of the screen, that skull. That was annoying as hell, but this is still quite annoying, especially for 30 seconds. So then I tried it with Cold-Blooded because I thought, okay, it's kind of like a score streak, so I'll try that, and nothing, unfortunately. But then I tried Tactical Mask, and I found that with Tactical Mask, it doesn't stop it, but it reduces the time. So the time that your HUD recovers is halved, so it's 50% faster than if you weren't using it. So while it doesn't completely stop your HUD going, it will reduce the time that you're affected by 50%, so that it means you'll recover faster than your teammates. Now that's a good way to just make sure you can, stay in the fight and just stops that annoying HUD. So yeah, definitely run Tac Mask, because they completely prevent the effects of the EMP if someone throws it at you, and they reduce the effect of this visual hack by 50%, so definitely useful. And also just be aware that when Icepick is actually hacking, it will come up with a little visual cue. There's a little red circle / hexagon above Zero's head if they are hacking, and this makes them quite visible and obviously vulnerable as well. So all you need to do is just get to her quickly and stop her before she hacks everything. And how do you do this? Well, obviously you want to try and avoid the other enemies because obviously they might stop you getting to her in time. Generally it's best to go around the edges of the map to wherever they'll be. They'll probably be over near the spawn or hiding somewhere, so just make sure that if you can see they're hacking, get to them. And obviously they've got a big disadvantage because they've got a big screen up, so they can't see much. They've only got a little bit of peripheral vision. And like I say, just have engineer on as well, just because that means you'll be aware if something's being hacked, and so you can quickly get onto it, and obviously you'll be able to see if there's any equipment in the way or anything like that to stop you from getting there. So do that. If you get over to Zero in time, you will get her. So a quick class I'd recommend just to kind of counter the Zero specialist if you find that they're using their abilities, pull out this class quickly. Obviously I'm not suggesting it for the whole game because it's not a great class for surviving, but in terms of just countering what they're doing and their effects, let's just pull out this class. I've just put on any primary, for example this SMG because it's just quite good. I've added a rocket launcher, the Helion Salvo, and I've added the fast lock and the extra rockets just so that you can, destroy anything that she hacks. And at the same time I've got engineer just so I can see any equipment or score streaks that's turned to the enemy side. And I've also got tac mask because like I said, it reduces the effect of the Icepick hack and completely stops the EMP on yourself. At the same time I've got lightweight just so I can run to Zero faster if she is hacking at all, so you can stop her. And at the same time I've just got cold blooded so that if she hacks anything or if there's any enemy score streaks, you won't be detected, or at least not as easily. Anyway, hope you guys found this useful, and if you did, feel free to leave a like, that would be really helpful, and consider subscribing for all the latest Call of Duty Black Ops 4 content, including all the new Absolute Zero stuff, and we're going to cover that on the channel. And if you guys got any other ideas, let me know in the comment section. Thanks very much for watching guys, and I'll see you all on the next video.